WA's Treasurer has delivered his final economic update.
Morning, everybody.
And it's clear he's leaving the government with money in the bank.
Western Australia has avoided recession. We are in a very strong position. You can see now, really, the WA economy is roaring back to life, and it's not an iron ore story. Iron ore is a part of it, but it is a story across the Western Australian economy.
Iron ore royalties were up by $265 million, contributing to the already revealed predicted surplus this year revised up to $2.2 billion, almost double what was anticipated when the state budget was handed down 2 months ago. Net debt has been revised down by $1.4 billion, but is still expected to climb to $41.4 billion by 2024. And WA's gross state product growth has been revised up from 1.25% to 2%.
This is the strongest projected growth of any state.
Employment is also surprisingly good. Mr Wyatt says about 90% of the jobs lost during the pandemic are now back, and unemployment is running at 6.6%. Consequently, payroll tax has also increased, pouring $472 million into the coffers over 4 years. It's prompted a renewed call for tax reform from the business lobby.
Investment outside the mining sector has contracted in 7 of the past 8 years. We need to diversify our economy. We need payroll tax reform to drive investment right across the WA business community.
Housing construction on the back of government incentives is strong, and house sales are up 44% on 2019 figures at levels not seen since the 2013-14 boom. WA's opposition says the good financial fortune needs to be used to further support families hit hardest by the pandemic.
And I think it's important that they know that there is a party who's fighting for them, who's compassionate and listening to them, and will implement policies to make sure they have lower household fees and charges, and that's exactly what the Liberal Party will do.
Retail spending has rebounded, with the strongest growth since 2012-13, and Western Australians are buying more cars, seeing a spike in vehicle licence registrations and insurance duty collections.
And joining me now is Eliza Lashon. Eliza, the government is obviously pretty happy about these numbers.
Well, Pamela, we're certainly going to hear a lot more about economic management as we head towards the state election. Mr Wyatt was pretty anxious to make the point it wasn't just iron ore filling the coffers, and that there was a fair bit of good planning as well as good luck. Now, the government says it's already allocating the surplus to a big ticket item, the new maternity hospital, but public sector unions want its members to get a share as well. It wants the government to scrap its plan for a $1,000 cap on wages for the sector for another 2 years.
We are very concerned that ongoing suppression of public sector wages will result in shortages across the board.
But the government has already ruled that out, focused instead on major infrastructure commitments.